아프리카 TV 프리급 스튜디오 라이브.
Welcome back. 3 players left, only 1 can advance. Right now, it's going to be aLive versus Zest, a fight to survive and stay in Group H to ultimately face off against Patience.
Yes, indeed. Can aLive overcome Zest? Generally, you'd think maybe not, but his TVP in the past has had some strength to it. And, I mean, we'll see what Zest can do here. I think he was caught off guard a little bit against Patience. He lost a couple games very strategically. Is there a way that aLive can pull a similar trick?
Maybe. I mean, I think the biggest tell today was game 1 that aLive had versus Rogue, where he had, like, the most ideal build that he got away with, and he still couldn't pull through. Now, granted, Rogue is kind of in a league of his own. Zest is nothing to sneeze at, man. Zest is a very solid player. We're going to go to not just any Forest Artosis, but a Cyber one. Game 1, let's do this.
GSL 세전환 리제너레이션. 게임이 시작됩니다. 사이버 포레스트 게임 준비 완료. 아프리카 S2 aLive. Zest.
Now, I want to know what type of cyber force that this might be.
Yeah,
okay.
what is it that's cybernetic about this forest?
Now, the way I see it, there's 2 different ways that this could be, right? First
Yeah.
off, the trees are all cyber, right?
Ooh. Yeah.
A nice little sign. Someone really loves Zest. Could be anyone in the whole audience or the whole world.
We'll never get to the bottom of it.
We'll never know. It could be
Yeah,
anyone.
yeah.
That could be my sign that I brought. I have one that looks exactly like that.
You're
at
just
home.
like sitting here, Cassie, but holding a sign. We have a camera right in front of you.
Yeah. We trick you guys. It's like everyone in the audience is actually me with a different hat on. So the cyber force, like if the trees are all like mechanical and stuff, then like the woodpeckers are going to come down. They're going to try to like woodpeck on the tree. They're going to break their beaks and die. And then the caterpillars try to eat the metal leaves, and that doesn't work. They die. And the ants can't get in the trees, and then they die.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. All these different things happen. Also, it gets super hot because when the sun hits it, everything stays hot for a long time.
Yeah,
so,
all
like,
the trees
nothing's even
basically
right.
break when the sun comes up.
Yeah.
You can't leave electronics out like that in the sun.
So, yeah, so, I mean, that's one way. Other than that, it might just be like a bunch of trees that are like wearing Apple Watches on their branches or something like that.
Yeah, man.
Like making sure they get their steps
These trees looking at their pedometer all stressed out.
They can't even get steps in.
I didn't get my 10,000 steps in. Man. Well, so far we got Zest going for a quick expand. That's being matched by aLive's quick command center. So I don't think we're going to have anything action-packed for a little bit here.
It looks like a little bit of pressure coming out of Zest. He's chrono boosting his gateway, getting a stalker out to follow this adept. There's a bunker on the way, so aLive is pretty ready. Oh
Actually,
my god, I can't believe he didn't get that shot. That's crazy.
Well, now he can... Oh, he gets in the main, too. Hold on. Yeah, he doesn't have to engage there. He's like, I'm just going to go kill SUVs. I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, perfect shade as well. Nice pullback, though, by aLive. Does he care?
Is he going to get it? Wait for it.
This is some serious damage that he's gotten done so far. Oh my god. 2 kills on that now.
Uh-oh. Look at this. This is like doing more damage than I think anybody expected it to. I think Zest is sitting here going, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll keep killing stuff if this is working out this well. This is one of those games where things are already going so badly.
Ooh! aLive almost trapped that.
Run! Okay, gets away. That was a lot of chaos created by one Adept and one Stalker.
Yeah, it certainly was.
Yeah.
Some nice pressure coming out. So, going home now with those Stalkers, getting Blink, getting the Robo as well. I feel like he's in really great shape. If you can put on that type of pressure early on, and then get into your Blink and your Robo.
Oh, yeah.
That is what feels really good. It's when you don't get any early anything done and you're going into Blink that I get a little bit nervous. But if you can make Terran stumble even a little bit, it's just such a more comfortable position.
Okay. We have the counterplay here by aLive. He's going to go for a Widow Mine drop. Now let's see how much damage this does. Blink's not going to be done by the time that the medevac gets there, but if you could take this out, and Terran is basically... Oh, wait, is he going to just spot it? Hold on. Medevac is going to go right over this area, I think.
It might. Let's see. All right, he's course-corrected a little bit going around the third base, it looks like.
Let's see if the medevac actually spots the third Nexus, because they might just go right by each other. Doesn't see it, right?
Yeah, it doesn't see it.
But does he see the Nexus?
No.
Okay. Only we truly know.
Yeah. And Zest.
And hold up. Okay, he's pulling probes.
All right. Perfectly done.
Yep.
Just eliminate both of the Widow Mines. Loses only 2 probes. Very worthwhile here for Zest.
The Observer is now out. aLive gets confirmation of the third base finally with that Hellion. We're having the add-on swap back at home for the Terran with 1 Raven on the way.
Yeah, and he's not making any sorts of units that can allow him to truly punish this right now. Getting the Raven just now starting stim. We don't see any siege tanks across the map as well. The 2 Widow Mines were already picked off. All that exists for harassment is like a Hellion at this point, which does 0.
Yeah, so 1 Hellion is almost the same as no Hellions.
Yeah, 1 Hellion has a hard time clapping. Yeah, there's not a lot for aLive here. He starts his third command center as the third Nexus is finishing.
Yeah, we see the Hellion trying to come in now.
Feels very
kills on.
Very good for Zest.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Zest in this position, I would be very happy with the way this game's going.
Yeah.
That Hellion is finally taken out. Now, the Observer's been moving around. Good thing he didn't lose that, because when you have the Raven out, a lot of times players, if they're not very careful, they'll lose that Observer as well.
Yeah. Now, moving across the map with the Prism, charge on the way. No Forges yet.
Oh, yeah, good catch.
Yeah.
So, this attack is about to activate. Now, normally what you do is you blink up into the main, and then you blink back out. You can hit the natural if you want. And here comes that Warp Prism now.
Seems like there's just 1 siege tank, so that definitely could be a prime target to pick off. Some more gates finishing up. And it seems like he's just going to load up that Warp Prism and try some harassment in the main base. Okay, there's the real counterplay coming out of aLive. If that double Widow Mine drop gets a bunch of probes, then we can start talking about this game being a bit more even.
Okay, so he's keeping some of the army inside the main. I'm actually surprised. Zest is being really cautious, which might be a smart move here, to not overextend and not go for it too hard. Zealot Legs is just finished. We have 2 Forges now finally on the way, along with Psionic Storm being about halfway done.
Double medevac going out through the top. Now that the Widow Mine medevac is going towards the main base right now. Is Zest actually going to see this?
Okay, hold on. Turn around. I want to see if Zest is... He doesn't catch it. He has no idea.
Oh! All right, 7 probes. That is really reasonable.
Yep. Zest did not flinch when that happened, by the way. Now we have a drop over here inside the natural.
Don't forget, there's a lot of stalkers outside the front as well. So this double drop has real potential to deal damage at the third base.
He might have to recall home.
Yeah, but recalling stalkers into that is...
Oh, that's a good point. That's actually not ideal either.
He's got some High Templars here, though. So actually, I feel like he's already got the Psystorm done, so not an issue.
Wow, wow, that was like about as much as you could ask for 4 Psystorms.
Yeah. Okay, well, good placement on that for sure.
I always feel like Psystorm's never supposed to work that well if you don't have other units attacking in the middle of the fight, but that time it was actually fine.
Well, if you want to spend all of it and make 2 Archons, I guess it works out just fine.
Okay, once again, he moves back out. aLive is taking a third base, a little bit behind. Oh, does he catch it? Zest is not paying attention, yeah.
All right, another Widow Mine coming in right now. Doesn't look like it's going to find any place to unload. There are a couple ghosts on the way, so that's where aLive's army starts getting pretty scary, really. If he can get the EMPs down, you know, you stop any Psystorms and you hurt those Archons quite a bit.
What? Wait, what? Everybody's... Okay, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, EMP is going to be very handy in this situation. Keep in mind, this matchup is kind of unique as far as expansion rates go. A lot of times there's one race that's supposed to be having more bases than the other for them to actually be even economically. In this matchup, you're kind of supposed to both have about the same bases.
Yeah, that's very oftentimes the case.
Yeah. It's a very unique matchup when it's not a mirror matchup that you have this. Oh my God, he's going right around this.
Oh, and aLive, is aLive turning around? No,
he's
it looked like he was going to, but Wait, is he sending back some of his units?
I don't know. It seems like about a third of his units went back and got Psystorm.
Oh man, he loses that third base pretty quickly.
Okay, is there actually that much back at home?
Did that really do that much, that little set of units he sent back?
No, I don't think it did really anything.
I'm a little bit, well...
Okay, so in this base trade situation, remember, Protoss can have the recall, Terran has the flying buildings, and I think Zest is actually basically doing a perfect job handling this. aLive's beginning to dive into the main here.
Yeah, but with the smaller recall, I don't know if you can even recall. You're going to have to recall to like maybe the 4th base right at the end.
Yeah.
After you've killed so much on the other side of the map.
aLive tends to leave a lot of infrastructure at his natural. So whenever this happens and he loses a base, he tends to lose a lot more as well. Probes are being sent out on the map. Now, Zest has 800 minerals, so that's 2 Nexuses.
Yeah. He still has a couple as well.
Yeah, he's still mining. Granted, I think in some ways Zest's infrastructure is under more devastation.
Yeah.
I actually think that this is not going to be too tricky for Zest to just remake.
No, I definitely agree with you on that. His army is still looking pretty fierce. Not that aLive's army is bad, but it's kind of split. A bunch of units at home and a bunch of units here. Zest is still mining off a couple base and has
nice.
Psystorm. Ooh, yeah, that was really good. Really nice
That's
EMP.
the play you needed. The thing is, I think that overall Zest just has a bigger, badasser army.
Yeah, if he could get everything together, then he'd have a real chance, especially if he hits his EMPs.
Okay,
he needs to emp those High Templars.
Yeah. And I think what would actually be nice is if Zest tried to tackle into this army that we're looking at right now.
Yeah, if he could fight half of what aLive has,
yeah, and then
he
go
wins.
fight the other half, he's fine.
Yeah, that's why aLive is really guarding the top of that ramp right now. He's going to clear out the rest of the main base, probably medevac everything out, I would imagine.
Keep in mind, feedback, storms, all going to be very important here.
Look at that one Marine.
I know. Okay, now where does he go?
I think he just needs to join everything up and then go fight.
Now, aLive can't just go back and start over, right? He can't go back and start making things, right? So
if
all
he
Zest has to do.
If he had another command center, then maybe he could go back and mine or something, but I think right now he only has one option, that's to go. Zest right now, he's starting to refill his army up. They were actually even supplies at one point, like when Zest was coming home, and you can see that Zest is now up about 20 supply. So that's the real issue. Like, aLive needed to hit a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I don't know if aLive can hem and haw for too much longer here.
He certainly cannot hem and haw any longer.
Yeah.
Neither hem nor haw.
No, yeah, even just one hem or one haw is not okay.
Yeah, no. If he does, then Zest is going to ho, ho, ho.
I'm like, all right, pause for the edit there in the VOD. Here we go. I don't. Oh, wow. Yeah.
God.
Oh, man. Every storm is like getting so much damage out here. Okay, aLive should know that he's dead. And that means we're going to go to game 2. GG. Zest wins.
Ooh. Brutal, brutal storms. aLive was trying to look for where those High Templar were, but was unable to emp them in time.
Nope. So that's going to do it for map number 1. Of course, it's a best of 3, so Zest will have to win one more game. But, I mean, to be honest, Zest just looked, you know, a little bit better. His stats were a little bit higher in every category.
Yeah.
His overall RPG level was a little bit higher.
Yeah. Felt like he had a very nice opening and always had an edge on aLive. The base trade did make it a little bit closer. I thought that aLive made an interesting decision sending just a few units home.
Yeah.
Because even though he didn't need those to kill buildings in the base trade, like he could have split army better and hit the expansions of Zest. Like he only, he split off a tiny bit that attacked the army of Zest. That stuff all died, basically for free.
Yeah.
And then the rest of his army walked around as a death ball on the other side of the map where there were no units and killed 2 bases where there were 4 bases. So I feel like he mishandled that slightly, or maybe that could have been a much closer game at the end.
Game 2 will be on Kairos Junction. That's loaded up now. Let's go.
마운틴듀 GSL 시즌 1 리제너레이션 게임이 시작됩니다. 카이로스 정션 게임 준비 완료. 아프리카 에스트 aLive.
aLive.
aLive?
aLive.
Ozzy, Zest.
Zest?
ZS, my
He's
friend.
the Zest of everybody.
Yeah.
He's much better than Zer. I gotta tell you that.
Zing.
Just straight up Z doesn't hold a candle to him.
Zed for all you guys who aren't Americans.
Yeah. Yeah, his
We
name in Britain
cast
is
in any type of
Zedist.
English you want.
Any type of English.
My favorite matchup is a Zed versus Zed.
Well,
What's this SCV doing?
scatting.
Okay. No, you're right. I didn't look at the clock, see how long this game was going on. I'm like, he's going to proxy.
He's gonna make a command center where the Nexus goes.
This was just like what we saw in that jerk game with Rogue. So we have Zest going for a pretty quick expand, and it looks like aLive is going to do the same.
So, nothing really out of the ordinary. Cybernetics core into the Nexus is pretty common nowadays. Definitely help you out if they're doing a proxy of some sort. Pretty quick factory coming out of aLive. Again, nothing out of the ordinary.
So I got a little stories. We got some downtime here.
Yeah, please.
You had a day you had to take off earlier, Artosis, so rapid. Very thankful for him. He was filling in. So we had this cast, and then when we're done, sometimes people want to do photos with us or get us to sign something. So I come downstairs and I've got these bruises on the back of my hands because I'm having these wrist problems, right? Yeah. And so I've been getting some treatment for it, but I have these bruises, right? And I come downstairs and this guy goes, "Tasus, the backs of your hands are bruised." And I look at him and I'm trying to like make a joke and I go, "That's because Rapid sucks on the backs of my hands before the cast." And then the guy didn't laugh, and nobody laughed. And then we were just like looking at each other and I go, "So we want an autograph or something?" And he goes, "Yeah." And then
I hope he said no. Oh.
And then we just moved on. We just keep moving on.
So wait, was Rapid sucking on the back of your hands before the cast?
I wish, but no. So,
I think that's amazing, Tasteless. I would have laughed.
Thank you. Well, it's one of those moments where you try to say a joke, you try to be funny, and then no one finds it funny.
That happens sometimes.
And you're not sure if you're supposed to be like, I was trying to make everybody laugh and lighten the mood, or if you're just supposed to move on.
You just move on.
Move on.
Screw it, Tasteless.
Don't stop.
Life is too short.
Don't look back.
You always have the GSL to explain yourself.
Shakespeare that said YOLO, right?
That was definitely it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, nice. He gets both the Hellion, but meanwhile, this Adept is coming in here. So these Adepts can, these SCVs can easily be one-shotted. And I don't even think he's going to lose a single Adept here.
No, it doesn't look like it. The Oracle did such a great job cleaning up as well. He sees this Widowmine was moving out also.
Oh! We barely caught that on camera.
It was like a Gumiho mine.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, this Adept is just going to keep doing damage.
This is so much damage.
Remember this kind of happened in the last game where like 1 or 2 units got in there and then did way more damage than they're supposed to?
Yeah. This is way more damage than it's supposed to.
It's kind of crazy at StarCraft to see the variance in skill, even at like the 32 best players in the world, where like one guy is really outclassing the other.
Oh, it's huge. The skill differentiation within StarCraft is unbelievably gigantic.
This is crazy.
Man, he killed a lot of SCVs, and he bruised so many in the main base. If a medevac ever goes in there, it's going to lose so much energy.
Okay, a Widowmine drop. Zest immediately reacts. He's so fast. aLive picks up and nope. Let's just keep the camera on this for as long as we need. This is StarCraft at its finest.
Watch the mine. I'm going to watch his minerals.
All right, yeah. If you've never seen, you're trying to show your friend StarCraft, show him this clip. Okay, this is they'll really like the game after this.
The true beauty of the game.
The whole game is about burrowing and unburrowing one Widowmine, waiting for probes to come back.
God, still harder than a lot of the esports publishers are pushing. Right now.
It's still a better game than Fortnite. This is okay. Like, it's so fun to talk like this.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Okay, so from here, I mean, as the dust settles, Zest has a pretty big lead. I mean, this is a 10 worker count lead.
Yeah.
Granted, aLive does have mules. Yeah, overall, Zest is seeming to just come out in the lead. And this is sort of how a lot of Zest games go when he wins, is he just gets further and further ahead. He's got solid harass. He makes good decision-making. He only attacks when he's supposed to.
Yeah. I I do think, though, that this game is going to be a bit more interesting than the last one, because we see that aLive already has some pretty reasonable tech units. He's playing against someone who did go Blink, and having that Raven out, gaining all this energy, having a couple Siege Tanks, having 3 Raxes out with appropriate add-ons, I think he's going to be able to do a nice little attack coming up, and Zest doesn't have a third base.
That is true. Okay, that medevac. Being a sneaky guy coming up here through the top. There's one Stalker.
Can stop that?
We can only hope.
He sees the Stalker. He's like, oh, I'm going to get out!
There's one Stalker there.
Like, listen, I know you're a Terran, but one Stalker is not that powerful.
One Stalker can't stop anything in the game from anything.
It beats a slow Zergling.
Yeah.
For sure it does that.
Wow, great tagging here. He does not get any in the medevac, so he can't monitor drops. Is he just going to blink in here? Looks like it.
Definitely could.
Oh, my.
Ooh,
nice.
Doesn't even need blink for that one.
Okay, yeah, he's going to pop in here for sure. He could get the tech lab, getting the stim. Oh, God. That's so good. Oh, this is so good. Oh, man, the wheels are off the bus here for aLive. It's like, all right, you're not allowed to come back out on the map in minutes.
That is just crazy. And look at this. He's even picking off units on his way out. Oh, I feel it for aLive. Losing Stim
I didn't even realize that mine had been tagged as well.
Yeah, losing Stim is just like the absolute most painful thing that can occur.
Okay, so Zest has aLive pinned. Zest is finishing up, I think actually has finished up that third base. So, you know, taking out Stim is probably the most important upgrade that Terran has had in all of the StarCrafts.
Oh, yeah.
Stim is just such a profoundly game-changing upgrade that to have that sniped out, Zest has so much control of this game, it's insane.
Well, it puts back everything you can do. Like, this can't
look
do
at
anything.
That. These guys can't Stim. Look at this. He's like, oh, that's right, I don't have Stim.
Yeah, you can't harass, really. You can't do a full dedicated attack. There's going to be the third base mining, Psystorm, additional upgrades, and everything. Stim would already have been done. Could have maybe put some pressure on.
And Stim is only just now started up. So there's a medevac over this gas station here. Probably refueling. Run off diesel.
Don't you wish that you had to refuel all the vehicles in StarCraft?
Yeah, that would. Yeah, let's write that to Blizzard right now.
There is an RTS where you had to refuel.
What? What RTS is that?
I'm trying to remember, but your planes would like fight on their own and then go back to refuel on their own. It was like the dumbest thing ever. I can't remember which game it was.
Okay, aLive's trying to come out here. Once again, the Army's tagged, so I mean the element of surprise is all gone here for aLive. He's so good. Zest. So handsome. He's just like playing so well. I feel like I'm watching a boa constrictor eat a person. It's like really slowly, he's just like squeezing the life out of aLive.
Yeah.
And then Zest's giant jaw detaches.
It's like instead of the deer horns that you see inside the snake's belly, there's like a keyboard sticking out the side.
Oh no, he's gonna get this too?
Yeah. Everything's going wrong. Oh man.
This sucks for
Poor
Terran.
aLive. This is one of the worst days I've ever seen aLive have.
Yeah, look at this. Stim's just about to finish. Oh, that 9-minute, 45-second Stim timing.
God.
That is so late.
Have you seen aLive have a day this bad ever? In 15 seasons? I don't think so. Like, I mean, aLive has been a very high-end Terran many times. He might even be in good shape now, but not today. Today, it's been just brutal.
Uh-oh. Okay, so that dies too. Just death and destruction everywhere, guys.
Yeah. Hold position, these Zealots, doesn't matter. They use their charge and he pulls them back, doesn't matter.
Now he kills the mines.
Loses that Immortal, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Storm. Templar attack. Templar attack.
It's so
stupid Templar attack.
It's so stupid.
In my head, I always say Templar attack when they attack.
Yeah.
Just gonna make it lamer. Templar attack. Okay, so this is also dying over here. This is the best play-by-play you're gonna get for this guy. So those Marines are dead. That could be doing something. Doesn't have to.
It's just Zest running around cleaning things up. Now, Zest actually doesn't have the most workers that anyone ever had on 3 bases. So
yeah,
That's one thing we can say. There's still some good technical units out there for aLive. What else can we say, Tasteless?
I don't know. There's a lot of orange on this map. We haven't pointed that out yet.
There is a lot of orange.
Kind of reminds me of Mars, you know?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think there's water on this map as well?
I think there probably is.
I bet you there is.
Yeah.
If there's all these plants, they probably need water.
Yeah. They live off of sand. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
Okay. This game is just getting worse and worse for aLive. He's like, oh, can't move out there. Okay, so another warp in. This is going to pull aLive even further back. I think we might see Zest take a 4th base here. You know, when it's all said and done, actually, the supplies are fairly even considering.
Yeah, yeah. aLive has made a pretty decent army. There's no doubt about that. You know, if you hit your EMPs correctly, some of these Widow Mines connect nicely, and you set up your Liberators in the right spots, might be able to make some magic happen.
Oh my God, great storm there again. The Liberators are all going to go down. The Stalkers blink forward.
Whoa, whoa,
and you know
whoa.
what? Zest just completely screwed up his attack, and this game's been turned on his head. He did not target down the Liberators, and suddenly, this goes to show you how fast the game can be turned on its head, too. More Zealots are coming forward. It looks like it's mostly Marauders, so with concussive shells, he can probably pull this back. And that was the play that aLive needed.
Yeah, that was certainly quite nice. Zest blink forward there. I feel like he's getting ready to fight fire with fire against Patience with a blink like that.
Luckily, that was the empty medevac.
Yeah. Looks like Zest's still going to be able to clean this up, though.
He's like dropping Stalkers behind the army. GG! Zest wins. I can't say I'm surprised. I have to say, I think aLive, you were saying this earlier, Artosis, he's been having a tough day compared to all the other days in Cassidy. He didn't look like he was a bad player. It just seems like he's been outclassed by these other guys. So
everything kind of went wrong in all the games for him. I'm not sure why that is. I hope that we see a stronger aLive back next season. I think that the GSL definitely benefits from the seasons where aLive is really on fire and actually a wrench thrown into the gears of a lot of tournaments, as he has been in the past. But today was not his day. Generally, this was a feeble impression of what he normally plays like.
He's normally a pretty formidable opponent, but today he got slain.
He certainly did get slain.
Up next is our final matchup. It's a rematch, PvP, Zest versus Patience. Don't go away.